Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and today is going to be an update on my greenhouse tomato experiment. Today is the evening of September 23rd, 2024, and summer has, well, basically come to an end where I am, and we're going into fall. So, I'm going to take a look at the tomatoes that I have been growing in the greenhouse. I have done different stages. Now, first of all, in that way back corner over there, it was really thick with tomatoes. I tore those out. The plants looked beautiful, but they stopped producing. They did start getting a few little flowers on them, but they were just like over the top and in the way. So I just thought, well, I'm going to make room for a new tomato plant there. So anyways, this one here, this bed here, is tomato plants that I direct sowed in this bed. Oh, let me see if I can still read the date on here. No, I cannot. I believe it was the end of May, beginning of June. So these have produced fairly well, and they're still producing, as you can see. So direct sowing in the greenhouse is actually a very good thing. These, I believe, these are Mexico midget tomatoes, and they produce a lot. These, I believe, I started indoors from seed last winter, and then I transplanted them in here into the greenhouse in the spring. And as you can see, they are climbing the ceilings now. They are still getting flowers, etc. Now over here, these are tomato plants I have rooted. And I think I transplanted them in here maybe a month and a half ago. And as you can see, they're doing pretty good. And there's some little oh God, these are so good. So let's see. Down the center row, these were all rootings that I did and transplanted out here. This one is a silvery fir. It's looking very healthy. It has produced some, and it does have some more coming. There are some little flowers on here, some over here. This box over here, I think these may have been rootings, and these two. So I think everything else was rooting. And let's see, this one is, see, over here, these were rootings that I did like early summer. They're still producing. This one I just put in today. It will perk up. I always get this when I first transplant them. This is a Rosso Siciliano that I rooted. So I put that in there today. All of these here against the wall, I think most of them, they're all right. This box here was direct sow seed, and you can see these are doing fairly well. At the beginning of the season, I was getting more tomatoes. That has slowed down. Okay, so let's see. Well, there's a nice looking tomato there. This one is much older here. This was a rooted one, I believe. Look at that beauty there. So it's doing fairly good. Over here, I rooted a San Marzano. And as you can see, I got to cut this off. My cats decided they were going to break it. But, thank God, it was sprouting a new shoot. So it's doing really well. I just transplanted this in here. My cat just got on the roof. My one cat, my black cat, likes to get on the roof of the greenhouse. So she's being a bad girl right now. So I would say in here, not bad. I would say midsummer, before the typical harvest time, maybe a month or two before, a month and a half, I was getting all kinds of tomatoes in here. And then it slowed down, and I started harvesting outside very recently. So I think it's doing pretty good. Now my big test is going to be the ones that I just planted in here this week, because it is, well, it's pretty much fall here, and I'm going to see how long these will grow and possibly produce, to see how long I can get my tomato harvest to last in zone 6. So out here, I'm going to show you my outdoor tomatoes. There is a significant difference. So these ones, okay, I got the sun in my eyes. Can't see what I'm showing you. Anyways, I don't know if you could see them, but these ones here, these San Marzanos are producing great. And they're still looking fairly good. However, as you can see also, my garden looks quite different. Over there used to be my cucumbers, now it's just sunflowers. I had my sunflowers there to kind of help support the cucumbers. I got my last harvest this week, and then I took those out. Beans doing great. But over here, and I do believe I planted these in here before the other side that I just showed you, but these are looking very scraggly. They have a lot of tomatoes on them, and they produced really well, but they are looking pretty bad. So I believe that outside they did not grow as big as in the greenhouse. In the greenhouse they just went crazy. Here they grew, well, almost to an average, like a normal height, for whether they were determinate or indeterminate. These are indeterminate, and it was an average height. In the greenhouse, they're growing a lot. And also out here, they do produce more tomatoes than inside. However, that is during the summer. So I want to see those two I just planted, how they do later in the year, late summer, early fall. We usually get our first frost mid-October. Okay, so I think I will still plant some plants in the outdoor garden because they produce so much and I get a great harvest. But I'm also going to use the greenhouse because I could get tomatoes earlier, is what I found. And then after they're done producing, I come out here and I'm getting tomatoes out here. But I still get tomatoes inside the greenhouse, but not as much as the first time. So my conclusions will be final at the end, at the end of the season, like in the fall, after like first frost. Look at that bad cat. Look at her. You guys see her? Yes, I see you being naughty. That's Persephone. She is my ornery cat. Not that they all aren't. So I'm going to see if growing in the greenhouse, how much it extends my season. Now, at the beginning of the year, it obviously does. I'm just waiting to see the end of the season. So we'll do another video. And I think I'm going to continue to do both inside and outside next season. So I'm going to leave you with that. Try and get my cat down from there. I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.